do these 5 things if you want to speed up the arrival of your breakthrough. This secret you're about to hear is a very deep secret that is going to change your life forever. If you can do these 5 things, you are going to be shocked on how quick the breakthroughs and the answer to your prayers is going to be coming to you. Believe me, you don't want to skip this video for anything in this world. Please like this video, because when you do so, you are helping this video to spread to a greater number of people on this platform. Thank you very much. The first thing to do to speed up your breakthroughs: never pray without intentionally checking for the answer. There is a mystery in the spirit called checking for feedbacks. Many times believers pray and they just walk out of the prayer room. You need to understand that that act of checking, that act of expectation, is fast tracking the answer to your prayers. So it means that when you apply for a job and you are praying to God, God, give me this job, it means that when you pray, always open your email, open your spam folder to always check. Don't check with the expectation of rejection. Check with the expectation that you'll be given the job. What is happening to you is that you are fast tracking the answer. You know, this was the same mystery Elijah used. The Bible said in 1 Kings chapter 18 that rain had not fallen for the space of 3 years. And the Bible gave us a very deep mystery. Verse 42, it said Elijah climbed to the top of Carmel, bent down to the ground, and put his face between his knees. Go and look towards the sea, he told his servant. And he went up and looked, there is nothing there. He said 7 times. Elijah said, go back. He said the 7th time the servant reported, a cloud as small as a man's hand is rising from the sea. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? Elijah did not just pray, he told the servants, go and check. The Bible said when the servants came back, the servant said there was no rain. He prayed again and told the servants, go and check. The Bible said Elijah did this 7 times. Meaning whenever you pray, check. You see, that checking is fast tracking something in the spirit, because the realm of the spirit do not just see your expectations as expectations, they see it as demands. Your expectations rises up to heaven as words. You know, in Daniel chapter 10 verse 12, the angel of the Lord was giving Daniel this powerful mystery. He said, do not fear, Daniel, for from the first day that you set your heart to understand and humble yourself before your God, your words were heard. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? From the day Daniel set his heart, the Bible said they were hearing his words. The Bible did not say from the day Daniel started praying. It said the day he set his heart. Meaning there is something that happens when you set your heart. I'm going to check my email. I'm going to check for my healing. This is a deep mystery. As simple as it sounds, it's so powerful. So as you keep checking your email after you have applied for a job, keep the positive confession. Oh, I'm entering into my breakthroughs. You are checking your emails. You are scrolling through your emails, and watch how you are going to come back with a big testimony. The second thing to do to fast track your breakthrough, learn to fill your clouds with words. Believers, you need to understand that there is something called the power of the tongue. Even for as many listening to me now, many of you that speak in tongues, don't just speak in tongues and go. Don't end your prayers by speaking in tongues. You must learn to speak in tongues and also speak in your understandable language. So when you speak in tongues, learn to declare, because what is happening is that you are filling your clouds with words. You know, Apostle Paul understood this mystery. The Bible speaking in 1 Corinthians 14:15, he says, so what shall I do? I will pray with my spirit, but I will also pray with my understanding. I will sing with my spirit, I will also sing with my understanding. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? Apostle Paul says when he speaks in tongues, when he prays in the spirit, he learns to always speak in his understanding. And the Bible taught us something very deep. In Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 3, he said, if clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? That when the cloud gets full, there will be a massive downpour on the earth. Believers, you need to understand that one of the most powerful weapons in your body is your tongue. When you speak, you are activating spirits. The Bible said in Proverbs 18:21, it said death and life are in the power of the tongue. The Bible did not say death and life are in the tongue. It says they are in the power of the tongue, meaning there is a level of power that God placed in your tongue. And the Bible said that power can produce death and life. So you can kill your situation the more, or you can give life to that situation. In Proverbs chapter 6 verse 2, the Bible said, it says you are snared by the words of your mouth. You are taken by the words of your mouth. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? Meaning, don't pray for a matter and end up speaking against that matter. Don't say, oh God, give me provision, bless me, and later use that same tongue to speak against that business you are doing. The Bible said a man is snared by the words of his mouth. The Bible said by your words you are justified, and by your words you are condemned. You can decide to give life to that situation by filling your clouds with words. This is when you take scriptures, you begin to release them as bullets into the atmosphere, and watch how those words will turn to spirits. Go and secure your breakthrough for you. You have to make a decision never to let negative words come out from your mouth. Let your cloud be filled with words. Anytime you pray, have time for declarations. It's like you are gathering your clouds in the spirit. Are we together now? Yes. Your words are powerful. The third thing to do that will fast track the arrival of your breakthrough is that by every means, shut down the mindset of limitation. Believers, you need to understand that everything flows from your heart. The result of a believer flows from his heart. Show me the result of a man, I will show you the mindset of that man. The Bible told us something very deep that changed my life. In Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23, NLT translation, it says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? It says guard your heart, because your heart determines the direction, it determines the course of your life. Meaning a man that keeps thinking small will end up being small. A man that thinks great, that sees himself how God sees him, that man has no choice but to be great. The reason why many people pray and pray and pray and it's as if results are not coming is because they are praying with their lips but they have a small posture mindset. The Bible said in Proverbs 23 verse 7, it said, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It means that the predominant thought in my heart will be the experiences I will begin to have. When you begin to understand this, you will shut down doubts. You will shut down that fear. You will intentionally shut it down, because you know that what is going on in your mind is the result you are going to have. That is why you will have to guard what you hear. You have to guard what you see. You have to stop being around people that complain all the time. In Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 2, we saw that it was supposed to be 11 days that the children of Israel would journey from Egypt to the promised land. 11 days. Now in Numbers 13 verse 33, it was time for them to go fight the battle, for them to enter into the promised land, enter into their prophecy. The Bible said something that shocked me, and this thing made God angry. In Numbers 13:33, it says, we saw the Nephilim there, the descendant of Anna come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshopper in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? God said, go and fight, I will be with you. The Bible said they saw themselves as grasshoppers. This was the scripture that turned 11 days journey to 40 years, because they saw themselves small. Delay started happening. For the first time in scriptures, the Bible told us that these people limited God. In Psalm 78 verse 41, yes, again and again they tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? These people limited God. God wanted to do big things with them, but they had a small heart. Believers, you need to understand that God can have a great plan for a believer, but if that believer is not matching up in his mindset with what God has destined for him, I tell you that believer may end small. That's why the Bible says guard your heart. How do you guard your heart? You have to guard what you hear. You have to guard what you see. Guard it. The fourth way to fast track the arrival of your breakthrough: don't just focus on the scale alone. Also pay attention to the shifts. Believers, you need to understand that sometimes when God is bringing a breakthrough to your life, sometimes it may not come big as you want it. You begin to notice the shifts. What you need to begin to do at that time is to be grateful, not to complain and say, God, but I asked for 10 billion. Why did you just give me 1 billion? No. It's that the 1 billion God gave you is that a shift is happening, and that shift can lead to a bigger scale. And when you are grateful for that shift, God launches you into a bigger scale. You know, something happened in the Bible. That First Kings chapter 18 we read. You know, the Bible said Elijah prayed 7 times. Now look at what really happened. In First Kings 18 verse 44, it said the 7th time the servants reported, a cloud as small as a man's hand is rising from the sea. The next verse, meanwhile the sky grew black with clouds, the wind rose, a heavy rain started falling, and Ahab rode off to Jezreel. Are you seeing what the Bible is saying? When Elijah prayed, the rain did not start immediately. The Bible said it was a small hand that came out from the sea. Elijah would have started complaining, hey God, after my 7th time of praying, why will you bring out a small hand? Elijah would have complained, because we don't know how many hours he prayed. The Bible just said he prayed 7 times. What if 7 times was 7 days? What if 7 times was 7 hours? So when Elijah saw that little hand, it was the shift happening. The Bible said the next thing that happened was that the cloud grew black and there was a heavy downpour. So sometimes when you notice the shift, be grateful, because that shift will lead you into a bigger scale. So you may be expecting a level of promotion in your workplace, but they gave you a little promotion. Be grateful for the shift, because a bigger scale is coming. Are we together now? Yes. And the fifth thing that hastens, that speeds up the arrival of your breakthrough, is when you engage in fasting and prayers. Believers, you need to understand that fasting and prayer is your spiritual weapon. It is a spiritual boost. I've said it, believers, that there is no force on earth that beats the power of fasting and prayers. When you pray over a matter and you are not seeing your shift, add fasting. Because fasting is a spiritual boost. We saw in Daniel chapter 10, Daniel fasted and prayed until his breakthrough came. One thing you need to understand is that fasting breaks spiritual resistance. Do you know why? Because now you are operating in an upgraded dimension. Listen, fasting is far beyond staying without food. It is far beyond the food. It is that when you stay without food, your flesh gets weak. You see, that time you feel weak, that time you feel hungry, that time you feel tired, that time you feel like giving up. You just stay and you continue praying. What is happening to you is that your flesh is going down and your spirit is coming up. Your spirit is enlarging. You are now operating more as a spirit than a human being. So fasting is not you bribing God and say, God, I didn't eat or answer my prayer. No. It is far beyond that. It is that you are now walking in an upgraded dimension of yourself. This was the dimension Moses operated in Exodus 34 verse 29. This was Moses coming down from a 40 days fast. He didn't know that his face became radiant. His face was shining. The glory of God was upon him. So it is far beyond staying without food. Fasting is not you bribing God. Fasting is that you are about to step up into a greater dimension. It's that you are about to undo that matter as a more upgraded version of yourself. Fasting is you leaving level 1 to level 10. You are leaving your level 1 and you are stepping into your level 10. And when you address that matter from that level 10, that matter has no choice but to bow. This is when you break and shatter every spiritual resistance, saying that you will not break through into your harvest. You give yourself 3 days. You can go 3 days with water. You can go 3 days, you do 6 to 6, or you do 6 to 3 p.m. You know, as your strength can carry you on that one matter. While you are doing that, add midnight prayers. After 3 days, if the breakthrough does not click yet, you go 7 days, you go 21 days. Just go as the spirit leads you, and let's see the power that says you will not break through. Are we together now? Yes. Please tell us in the comment section what really stood out for you in this video. I will really love to read your beautiful comments. Please do not forget to kindly click the like button. Please also hit the subscribe button, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you are always going to get notified whenever we post new videos on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching today's message. I trust that you have been blessed. Until next time, keep the faith, stay encouraged, and continue to grow in Christ. God bless you.